Welcome. After playing Night in the Woods, I decided to make a video analyzing its story. The narrative is deep, rich, and basically every other word your English teacher would use to describe a good book that unfortunately became required reading, which makes most people read the abridged version online instead of enjoying the actual thing. Anyways, what? The game has It's About Time in its name. It's because it's a sequel and has time travel elements. And if I had nickels for every one that I know of, I would have at least two. That's a factoid. The reason I chose it for the title of this video is simple. My interpretation of the narrative of the game has a lot to do with time. To say that time connects literally everything in the story would be a shallow claim. That's not how interpretations of art work. But there are a lot of ways time flows through the very veins of this game. A really big one is actually tied to the core gameplay. When I finished it for the first time, I thought about the reasons I liked Night in the Woods. After all, there isn't that much gameplay. Quite a few of my favorite games take advantage of the medium too. Then it hit me like May with a bat. It does do that. The game takes advantage of being one by limiting the things that happen in a day. And this is the part in every Night in the Woods story analysis video where I mention the choice to hang out with B or Greg. I ended up with the former in my playthrough, by the way. It's not ever present like in games such as Stardew Valley, it's not real life time, but it really gets you in a routine and creates a unique feel for the game. There's a great video about this aspect of the story by YouTuber I Am a Dot. It's one of my favorite Night in the Woods videos and partially inspired me to make this one. This section is about the playable songs and what I think they do for the story in Night in the Woods. If applicable, looking at use space tracking cycles. I'm not a musician by any stretch of the imagination. But I like to think at the very read, so I can still analyze the lyrics. The first one is Die Anywhere Else. The lyrics that jump out to me immediately are about the past and future colliding. For example, stuck where past and future meet. Possum Springs is a dying town, so a lot of characters feel stuck there. Angus and Greg want to move out to a less conservative town, Bright Harbor specifically. Greg even mentions how much livelier it is there. He wants to go to college and leave the old pickaxe, but can't with her father. These characters are getting old for the town, the next generation of teens is growing up, and our gang is stuck on a dead-end street where the new kids come to play. Those same children probably don't align themselves that much with this old mining town, which I can definitely relate to as someone living in Eastern Europe. The other time-related theme in the song is being forgotten. This is as good a time as I need to talk about Casey. May, Greg, and Casey's parents are really the only ones who actively show that they care about his disappearance, as far as I'm concerned. With time, everyone sort of forgot and moved on. Even people who used to be close to him, like his life was just a sandcastle on the beach that got washed away by the waves. The last line that really caught my attention is, when will they ever stop to think what was here before? I will touch more on this idea in the quote section later. Weird Autumn is very dual. It has lyrics about things changing and staying the same. The first line, some people are one way and that's how they stay, can be interpreted as a jab at the conservative ideology. I don't actually know if I'm digging too deep or not here, but with what the rest of the game has to say about them, I don't think it's out of the question. May herself actually displays a lot of tendencies that would align with the ideology of people like the cult, despite supposedly being a rebel. This makes the payoff for her not joining the cult at the end of the game much better, if she actually learned and grew as a person. Cat? It doesn't matter. It's a bit weird, because the news of their local pizza shop closing down or the decay of a shopping mall would upset most people. So is it really conservative tendencies, or just nostalgia? I don't think we have a definitive answer, obviously, but I do have some evidence. During B and May's trip to Sad Mall, the only thing May can think about is how everything got replaced by the future. Another indication for the former being true is her reaction to Craig and Angus's plan to move to Bry Harbor. In her soul, she wants them to stay the way they are, though I'm sure by the end of the game she realizes that that would do no good for her. As previously mentioned, the second theme present is the opposite. It's change. Ignoring the opposite interpretations of the songs about the seasons changing, Blossom Springs is also not static. Things change all the time in the town, whether it's something you bring about, like the rats, or the previously mentioned pizza place closing down. At first, I really thought that Pumpkinhead guy was going to be a complete outlier and not actually have anything time related. Now I think there's a pretty compelling case for it still fitting in. I hope this isn't confirmation bias, but you know what, just watch the video. Here's the co-creator of the game, Scott Benson, talking about designing the bass playing minigames.
The game is not about, bass playing, for example, but the game is about being in May's position.
And
but the imbalance can actually be fun if it doesn't last very long, or it can reveal character. We don't prep you at all for this bass playing game when it comes. And a lot of times when we watch people streaming, they're like, oh shit, why am I playing the bass now? I don't know how to do any of this. But in the game, May doesn't know what she's doing either. She hasn't played bass in years. She doesn't know the songs at all. So her panic is your panic at that point. You failing and not being able to play this mini game is if that's what happens to you, fits perfectly well with the plot of what's happening.
It's part of a larger segment in Night in the Woods Postmortem, which you should watch, so it's a bit more general. However, this part is very special. It's so much harder than everything else, and it's at a point in the story where everything is going really fast, so I don't think I need to explain much else. Wait, what happened to the audio? Why did it fade out? And why is the mediocre editing replaced by a black screen? Well, truth be told, I procrastinated on this video for months and months. But one May evening, I went on a walk. I felt like I was lacking fresh air and sunlight. It was getting dark and it was gently cloudy, but that's not what matters. I thought about a lot of things, but in that moment I realized what Night in the Woods truly meant to me. I fully scripted out the remaining parts of the video, the last song in the game, the code section, all of which would make the portion of the video you just watched make sense, and tie up the loose ends I set up. There was even a final section where I ponder whether I'm making video slop and misunderstanding the game, ending with a funny outro sequence. Because those were my genuine feelings. There is to this day nothing insincere in those paragraphs I wrote. It might not be completely accurate. Despite that, I'm choosing to make this instead. To reflect. To make this video the most truthful outpour of my thoughts. The procrastination on this video made me realize how much I truly see myself in May, and how sad it is. I've looked at what people think about May Borowski online. They talk about how sad her story is because she has so much potential, while others say they like the character but would avoid a person with a similar demeanor in real life. I might not share every issue or flaw every struggle May has, but this is what people think of me, isn't it? Even if not right now, then in the future when I have to actually achieve results. If not my online friends, I bet the people in my real life do think this. Okay, the end. Night in the Woods made me think about a sad thing and look inward. Is what I would say if the game was just okay. It opened my eyes to something else too. Something very hopeful. I pondered what it truly means to be happy. After all, life regrets only matter in the present, as after you die, it'll be too late to worry about anything. So, right now I will do the things that make me happy, in this moment. I will continue living if I am living to do the things that make me happy. It includes those endless nights, laughing and playing games with friends, goofing off like there's no tomorrow.
No, not yet.
Am I gonna die?
You get it. Wait, come with me.
Wait, no, wait, I'm doing a puzzle.
Oh, okay.
Are you good? Are you gonna kill me in there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Helping others, making them happy, making art is an extension of this. And finally, understanding myself. There are many painfully relatable parts throughout the game. So many that I can't remember them all and show them off to you. But truly, the ending, the very idea of there being an ending when May is doing okay, is what pierces my heart right now. May has a fairly happy ending, I'd say, even if everything is very uncertain. I'm in a similar place, so maybe I can be happy as well. My goal is not achieving that happy ending, but to have a happy existence. If I wanted to make the best Night in the Woods video I could, I would talk about many more things I love about it. Stretch the video out more. But that's not my goal here. This is but one thought out of the thousands I have, and making this one exist makes me happier. I also want to leave my mistakes here for the future, so I can get better at this whole video editing thing. This video comes out on the 1-year anniversary of my first, and only other, full edited video, which is a bit embarrassing, but oh well. I do actually want to make simpler, more for fun videos in the future. Hell, maybe down the road, I will even make the rest of the video. However, my life is kind of stacked at the moment, so maybe later. Happy Dotun Chapter 5, that's gonna come out any day now. Here's the outro I promised, and I hope I made you feel something with this video.
That's a good question.
What's the answer? What's going on? Why are you laughing?
Because it's so funny! Gosh!